Hello, Matt Ord here. I'd like to send out a quick message in advance of a short series I'm going to release here about the FMMA's four-step strategy to achieve a free market in healthcare. And I'd just like to emphasize this message. I see a lot of talk and a lot of good intent and a lot of people trying to solve our American healthcare crisis. And just feel really strongly about this and maybe want to explain why. And this is kind of part of our strategy as well. So I'll go into detail later. But this notion of, right, this monopolistic control that we have, this network is a guise for the monopoly. It keeps the buyer powerless. It keeps the buyer from being able to walk away from a bad deal or even a known deal. And so then we say, well, what do we do about this? How do we fix this? Naturally, the first thought would be to, right, go in and fix the current system, if you will, right? What is system? I'm not sure. It's supposed to be a free market. It's supposed to be private sellers. But and even so, even the government is a form of a monopoly, right? So we know monopolies, the sellers win, the buyers are powerless and lose. Not only lose, get run over by a big truck. And I think we're going in this direction. We believe not just the best way, the only way to truly fix this problem is to juxtapose and to build an alternative healthcare economy through direct care. That's on the seller side. Then the buyers have to engage, of course, and they will when it's available and when they're led well by their advisors and so forth, as we interrupt that process as well. But this notion that government is somehow going to fix this, government is subsidizing the monopoly. That the monopoly itself is going to change, right? If we gather people in a room and everyone has a stake in fixing the problem, then there is a chance that we can effectively problem solve. But remember, the sellers here are making billions. They're not interested in fixing a problem that doesn't exist for them. This is working just as designed for them. So for us or any entity from the outside of big insurance, big hospitals, or big broker houses, which are all tied together and working in corroboration, for us to fix this from the outside, how in the world could we do that? How in the world could we fix something when the people running it don't want it fixed? I think we could spend a lifetime or 5 lifetimes doing that. I think that's a fool's errand. And I think, I don't think it's possible. So the real solution, I think, that we believe, and we'll extrapolate this and we'll detail this. I think we're half there, by the way, of this 4 steps. We're just about to release the second step, and it's going to really energize things, I think, in this movement. But if you have one monopolistic grocery store in town, or you have one monopolistic restaurant in town, and they just start raising their prices and their service goes down, because guess what? Where are the consumers going to go? The consumers are powerless. There's never the power of the buyer is to walk away from a bad deal and find a better deal. In a monopoly, you can't do that. The solution is to find an entrepreneur to interject a competing restaurant or a competing grocery store. Pick your industry, pick your business. All the rest of the industries are all free markets, and they all work this way, and they all compete for the buyer's business. You have healthy seller competition driving down prices, driving up innovation and quality and service. And if anyone doesn't compete in that game, they risk their survival. And so in a monopoly, you don't have that. They say, I'm sorry, you had a horrible experience. We didn't tell you the price. You were charged 10 times too much. Add a whole bunch of stuff to that sentence, but we'll see you next time. Because we have your business secured and you have no options, buyer. You are powerless. We'll take you to court if we need to, etc. So this notion that government is going to fix this, government isn't really very effective right now, and it hasn't been for the last, 30, 40, 50 years. And so even the government, again, stop subsidizing first, stop patronizing the things that are hurting us, stop feeding the beast. Government, can there be some policies that'll help? Sure. But is it going to be the solution? I don't think so. So this is going to rely on, we have to get a free market back. And the question is, what's the best way to get that free market back in healthcare? And it's through interjecting healthy sellers and then freeing up the buyers to choose to shop for value. So is that easy? Absolutely not. Is it easy to construct a whole new health system alongside the current monopolistic one, the current corrupt one? Big time difficult, but we still believe we're halfway there, and you'll see what I mean here in the next week or two. And we're gaining great momentum, and just want to kind of get that out there, because I think there are a lot of talented, smart, great, people with pure motives trying to fix this monopoly. And I'm telling you, I promise you, they will not let you do that. They won't even let the government do that. They're at that point. So I hope you're with me. I'll explain more in detail of how this works and how we're doing it and how we're succeeding at it, how we've succeeded already in several states. We already have proven models. So just want to get that message out there. Would love to hear your thoughts. Thanks.